Code on Social Security, 2020. Object and salient features with various definitions under the Act. The Code on Social Security, 2020 is a comprehensive legislation aimed at reforming and consolidating the laws relating to Social Security in India. It seeks to ensure that Social Security benefits are extended to all employees and workers, covering various sectors and addressing the needs of the workforce in both organized and unorganized sectors. Object and salient features with various definitions under the Act. Object of the Code. The primary objectives of the Code on Social Security 2020 are as follows. 1. Simplification and consolidation. To simplify and consolidate existing Social Security laws into a single framework. To ensure uniformity and ease of compliance for employers and accessibility for employees. 2. Extension of Social Security benefits. To extend Social Security benefits to all workers, including those in the unorganized, gig, and platform sectors. To provide comprehensive Social Security coverage, including Provident Fund, pension, insurance, gratuity, maternity benefits, and more. 3. Improvement in Social Security administration. To enhance the administration and enforcement of Social Security schemes. To improve the transparency, accountability, and efficiency of Social Security organizations. 4. Protection of workers' rights. To ensure the protection and welfare of workers through structured Social Security benefits, to safeguard workers' rights and provide a safety net for economic security and stability. Salient features of the Code. 1. Universal coverage. Extends Social Security coverage to a wider range of workers, including those in unorganized, gig, and platform sectors. Aims to ensure that no worker is left without Social Security benefits. 2. Unified legislation. Consolidates 8 existing Social Security laws into a single code for better coherence and simplicity. Simplifies compliance for employers by providing a unified legal framework. 3. Social Security organizations. Establishes various Social Security organizations to administer and enforce the provisions of the Code, including the Employees Provident Fund Organization, EPFO, and Employees State Insurance Corporation, ESIC. 4. Portability of benefits. Introduces provisions for the portability of Social Security benefits, allowing workers to retain benefits even when they change jobs or locations. 5. Digitalization. Emphasizes the use of digital platforms and technology to facilitate the administration of Social Security schemes, ensuring transparency and ease of access. 6. Grievance redressal mechanism. Provides mechanisms for workers to raise grievances and seek redressal related to Social Security benefits. Establishes appellate authorities for resolving disputes. 7. Contribution mechanism. Specifies the contribution mechanisms for various Social Security schemes, detailing the roles and responsibilities of employers and employees. 8. Welfare provisions. Includes specific provisions for the welfare of unorganized workers, gig workers, and platform workers, ensuring they receive adequate Social Security benefits. Key definitions under the Code. 1. Employee. Any person employed on wages in any establishment to do any skilled, semi-skilled, or unskilled, manual, operational, supervisory, managerial, administrative, technical, or clerical work. 2. Employer. A person who employs, whether directly or through any person, or on his behalf, or on behalf of any person, one or more employees in his establishment. 3. Wages. All remuneration paid to a person employed for his services, including basic wages, dearness allowance, and retaining allowance, if any. It excludes bonuses, the value of house accommodation, the contribution paid by the employer to any pension or provident fund, etc. 4. Gig worker. a person who performs work or participates in a work arrangement and earns from such activities outside of traditional employer-employee relationships. 5. Platform worker, a person engaged in or undertaking platform work, which involves employment opportunities provided by online platforms. 6. Unorganized worker, a home-based worker, self-employed worker, or a wage worker in the unorganized sector, including a worker in the organized sector who is not covered by the Industrial Disputes Act, 1947, or any of the acts mentioned in Schedule 2 of the Code. 7. Social Security, the measures of protection afforded to employees, unorganized workers, gig workers, and platform workers to ensure access to health care and to provide income security, particularly in cases of old age, unemployment, sickness, invalidity, work injury, maternity, or loss of a breadwinner. Summary. The Code on Social Security, 2020, aims to create a comprehensive and inclusive social security system in India. By consolidating existing laws and extending coverage to new categories of workers, the Code seeks to ensure that all workers have access to essential social security benefits. The emphasis on digitalization, portability, and simplified compliance processes makes the Code a progressive step towards enhancing the welfare and protection of India's diverse workforce. The key definitions provided within the Code ensure clarity and consistency in its application and enforcement, facilitating a more organized and efficient social security system. Social security organizations. The Code on Social Security, 2020, establishes several organizations and mechanisms to administer, enforce, and implement the social security schemes covered under the Code. These organizations play a critical role in ensuring that the benefits reach the intended beneficiaries and that the provisions of the Code are effectively carried out. Employees Provident Fund Organization और EPFO का मकसद है Employees Provident Fund Scheme, Employees Pension Scheme और Employees Deposit Linked Insurance Scheme को ओवरसी करना। ये इंश्योर करता है कि एम्प्लॉयज़ को उनका प्रोविडेंट फंड, पेंशन और इंश्योरेंस बेनिफिट्स टाइमली और इफिशिएंट मैनर में मिलें। इसके फंक्शंस में शामिल हैं एम्प्लॉयर्स और एम्प्लॉयज़ से कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशंस मैनेज करना, मेंबर्स के इंडिविजुअल अकाउंट्स मेंटेन करना, प्रोविडेंट फंड से विड्रॉल्स, लोन्स और एडवांसेस फैसिलिटेट करना और प्रोविडेंट फंड से रिलेटेड कोड के प्रोविजंस का कंप्लायंस इंश्योर करना। की प्रोविजंस में कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन रेट्स शामिल हैं, जहां एम्प्लॉयर्स और एम्प्लॉयीज एक स्पेसिफाइड परसेंटेज ऑफ वेजेस प्रोविडेंट फंड में कंट्रीब्यूट करते हैं। विड्रॉल कंडीशंस भी हैं, जहां मेंबर्स सर्टेन कंडीशंस के अंडर फंड्स विड्रॉ कर सकते हैं, जैसे रिटायरमेंट, अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट या स्पेसिफाइड फाइनेंशियल नीड्स। ग्रीवेंस रिड्रेसल मैकेनिज्म्स भी हैं, जो प्रोविडेंट फंड मैटर्स से रिलेटेड कंप्लेंट्स और डिस्प्यूट्स एड्रेस करते हैं। एम्प्लॉयज स्टेट इंश्योरेंस कॉर्पोरेशन यानी एसिक का मकसद है एम्प्लॉयज स्टेट इंश्योरेंस स्कीम के अंडर एम्प्लॉयज को मेडिकल, कैश, मैटरनिटी, डिसेबिलिटी और डिपेंडेंट बेनिफिट्स प्रोवाइड करना। इसके फंक्शंस में शामिल हैं एम्प्लॉयर्स और एम्प्लॉयज से कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशंस कलेक्ट करना, इंश्योर्ड एम्प्लॉयज और उनके डिपेंडेंट्स को मेडिकल केयर और कैश बेनिफिट्स प्रोवाइड करना, हॉस्पिटल्स, डिस्पेंसरीज और अदर मेडिकल फैसिलिटीज एडमिनिस्टर करना और एम्प्लॉई स्टेट इंश्योरेंस से रिलेटेड कोड के प्रोविजंस का कंप्लायंस इंश्योर करने के लिए इंस्पेक्शंस कंडक्ट करना। की प्रोविजंस में कवरेज शामिल है जो एस्टैब्लिशमेंट्स को अप्लाई होता है जो स्पेसिफाइड मिनिमम नंबर ऑफ एम्प्लॉयज को एम्प्लॉय करते हैं। बेनिफिट्स में सिकनेस बेनिफिट, मैटरनिटी बेनिफिट, डिसेबलमेंट बेनिफिट, मेडिकल बेनिफिट और डिपेंडेंट बेनिफिट शामिल हैं। कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशंस में एम्प्लॉयर्स और एम्प्लॉयज दोनों 1% ऑफ वेजेस इंश्योरेंस फंड में कॉन्ट्रीब्यूट करते हैं। नेशनल सोशल सिक्योरिटी बोर्ड का मकसद है अनऑर्गेनाइज्ड वर्कर्स, गिग वर्कर्स और प्लेटफॉर्म वर्कर्स के लिए सोशल सिक्योरिटी स्कीम्स और प्रोग्राम्स रेकमेंड करना। नेशनल सोशल सिक्योरिटी बोर्ड के फंक्शंस में सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट को डिफरेंट कैटेगरीज ऑफ वर्कर्स के लिए सूटेबल स्कीम्स एडवाइज करना, सोशल सिक्योरिटी स्कीम्स के इंप्लीमेंटेशन को रिव्यू और मॉनिटर करना और अनऑर्गेनाइज्ड सेक्टर में वर्कर्स के बीच सोशल सिक्योरिटी के अवेयरनेस को प्रमोट करना शामिल हैं। की प्रोविजंस में कॉम्पोजिशन शामिल है जो सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट, स्टेट गवर्नमेंट्स, एम्प्लॉयर्स, एम्प्लॉयीज और सिविल सोसाइटी ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस के रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स को इंक्लूड करता है। एडवाइजरी रोल में पॉलिसी मैटर्स और स्कीम्स पर रिकमेंडेशंस प्रोवाइड करना शामिल है ताकि सोशल सिक्योरिटी कवरेज एनहांस हो सके। स्टेट अनऑर्गेनाइज्ड वर्कर्स सोशल सिक्योरिटी बोर्ड्स का मकसद है स्टेट लेवल पर अनऑर्गेनाइज्ड वर्कर्स के लिए सोशल सिक्योरिटी स्कीम्स इंप्लीमेंट करना। Functions include identifying unorganized workers and facilitating their registration. They are responsible for administering social security schemes and ensuring their effective implementation. Additionally, they coordinate with various departments and agencies to provide social security benefits. Key provisions involve the registration of workers, with mechanisms for the registration and issuance of identity cards to unorganized workers. The boards oversee the implementation of social security schemes tailored to the needs of unorganized workers. There is also a social security fund, which is established to provide financial support for the implementation of social security schemes. Sources of funding include contributions from employers, employees, and the government. Welfare boards are specific boards set up for certain categories of workers, such as building and construction workers, to ensure their welfare and social security. Their functions include the collection of cess provision of welfare measures and administration of benefits. Digital platforms are utilized for the registration of workers' collection of contributions and disbursement of benefits. These platforms aim at ensuring transparency, efficiency, and ease of access to social security benefits. Administration and compliance are crucial aspects of the code. Designated authorities and inspectors are empowered to conduct inspections, ensure compliance, and enforce the provisions of the code. There is an emphasis on a unified and simplified inspection scheme to avoid multiple inspections and ensure transparency. Grievance redressal mechanisms are in place for workers to raise grievances related to social security benefits and entitlements. Appellate authorities are established for resolving disputes and ensuring speedy redressal. The code specifies penalties for non-compliance with its provisions, including fines and imprisonment for serious violations. Enforcement mechanisms ensure that employers and social security organizations adhere to the requirements of the code. Summary. The Code on Social Security, 2020, establishes a robust framework for administering and enforcing social security schemes in India. Through organizations like the EPFO, ESIC, and various boards, the code aims to provide comprehensive social security coverage to a broad spectrum of workers. The emphasis on digitalization, unified inspection schemes, and grievance redressal mechanisms ensures that the benefits are accessible, transparent, and efficiently managed. These organizations play a crucial role in realizing the objectives of the code, ensuring that all workers, regardless of their sector, receive the social security benefits they are entitled to. Employees Provident Fund. The Employees Provident Fund, EPF, is a critical component of India's social security framework, aimed at providing financial security and stability to employees after retirement or in cases of emergencies. Under the Code on Social Security, 2020, the EPF scheme is administered by the Employees Provident Fund Organization, EPFO. Purpose and objectives. The primary purpose of the EPF scheme is to 1. Ensure financial security. Provide a stable source of income for employees post-retirement. 2. Encourage savings. Promote a habit of saving among employees. 3. Support during emergencies. Offer financial assistance during times of unemployment, illness, or other contingencies. Key provisions. Coverage. The EPF scheme covers establishments. All establishments employing a specified minimum number of employees, currently 20 or more. Employees. All employees drawing wages within the prescribed limits, including both permanent and temporary workers. Contributions. Both the employer and the employee contribute a specified percentage, currently 12%, of the employee's basic wages, dearness allowance and retaining allowance, if any, to the EPF. In some cases, the government may contribute to the EPF, especially for certain categories of workers or under specific schemes aimed at promoting employment. Interest and accumulations. The EPF accumulations earn interest, which is declared annually by the EPFO. The contributions, along with the interest earned, accumulate in the member's account until retirement or withdrawal. Withdrawals. Employees can withdraw the full amount accumulated in their EPF account upon reaching the age of superannuation or retirement. Partial withdrawals are allowed under specific circumstances, such as medical emergencies for the treatment of serious illnesses for self or dependents, marriage or education of self, children or siblings, repaying home loans or purchasing or constructing a house, and in case of prolonged unemployment after being unemployed for 2 months or more. Advances. Members can avail of non-refundable advances for specific purposes such as housing, medical treatment, education, and natural calamities. Refundable advances are rare and are typically provided for housing purposes under specific schemes. Pension and insurance. A portion of the employer's contribution is diverted to the employee's pension scheme, which provides pension benefits to employees after retirement. Another portion of the employer's contribution goes towards life insurance cover under the employee's deposit-linked insurance scheme, providing a lump sum payment to the nominee in the event of the member's death during the service period. EPFO administration. The EPF scheme is administered by the Central Board of Trustees, which includes representatives from the government, employers, and employees. EPFO operates through a network of regional and sub-regional offices across the country to manage accounts and disburse benefits. Compliance requirements. Employers must register their establishments with the EPFO and provide necessary employee details. Employers are responsible for deducting the employee's share of the contribution from wages and depositing it along with their own share to the EPF account by the 15th of every month. Employers must submit annual returns detailing the contributions and employee details. Inspections and penalties. The EPFO conducts inspections to ensure compliance with the provisions of the EPF scheme. Employers failing to comply with EPF provisions, such as delayed contributions or non-registration, are subject to penalties, including fines and imprisonment. Grievance redressal mechanisms. The EPFO has established a grievance redressal system where employees can register complaints related to their EPF accounts. Online services. EPFO provides various online services, including claim status tracking, UAN activation, and account balance checking to facilitate easy access and resolution of issues. Summary. The Employees' Provident Fund under the Code on Social Security 2020 serves as a vital financial safety net for employees, promoting long-term savings and providing financial security post-retirement. Administered by EPFO, the scheme ensures that employees have a strong mechanism to save for their future. It also provides financial assistance during emergencies. Provisions for contributions, withdrawals, advances, pensions and insurance. Ensuring employees comprehensive coverage and support throughout their careers and beyond. Administrative structure and compliance mechanism of EPFO, as well as effective grievance redressal systems, increases the efficiency and effectiveness of the EPF scheme, due to which it becomes a cornerstone of India's social security scenario. Employees State Insurance Corporation, ESIC, is an important component of India's social security framework, which was established under the Employees State Insurance Act, 1948, and now integrated into the Social Security Code, 2020. ESIC administers the Employees State Insurance Scheme, ESIS, which provides comprehensive social security benefits to organized sector employees. The main objective of ESIC and ESIS is First, to provide medical benefits, providing medical care to employees and their dependents. Second, to provide cash benefits, to provide cash benefits in cases of illness, maternity, disability, and death due to employment injury. Third, ensuring social security, ensuring that employees have a safety net during emergencies such as illness, maternity, and workplace injury. Main provisions: coverage applicable establishments. ESIS applies to establishments that currently employ 10 or more employees in most states. Eligible employees. This covers employees who currently earn wages up to Rs 21,000 per month. Contribution. Employer contribution. Employers contribute a percentage of the employee's wages, currently 3.25%, towards ESIS. Employees contribute a percentage, currently 0.75%, of their wages. In certain cases, the government may contribute towards the scheme, particularly for new and startup enterprises. Comprehensive medical care is provided for employees and their dependents, including hospitalization, outpatient treatment, specialist services, and medical investigations. There is cash compensation during periods of certified sickness, up to 91 days in 2 consecutive benefit periods. Female employees receive paid maternity leave, extending up to 26 weeks for confinement and additional periods for complications or premature births. In case of temporary disablement due to an employment injury, employees receive a cash benefit for the period they are unable to work. For permanent disablement, a monthly pension for life is provided. Dependents of an employee who dies due to an employment injury receive a monthly pension. A lump sum amount is given for funeral expenses upon the death of an insured person. There is also a cash benefit during periods of involuntary unemployment due to closure of the establishment, retrenchment, or permanent invalidity arising out of non-employment injury. The ESIC operates through a network of central, regional, and sub-regional offices to administer the scheme and manage the funds. The ESIC runs its own network of hospitals and dispensaries to provide medical care to insured employees and their dependents. Designated officers conduct inspections to ensure compliance with the provisions of the ESIS, and employers are required to maintain records and file returns as prescribed. Comprehensive health services include outpatient treatment, specialist consultations, hospitalization, surgery, maternity care, and preventive health services. Cash benefits include sickness, maternity, disablement, and dependent benefits, which are provided to ensure financial stability during periods when the employee is unable to work. Employers must register their establishments with the ESIC and provide necessary employee details. Employers are responsible for deducting the employee's share of the contribution from wages and depositing it along with their own share to the ESIC. Employers must maintain detailed records of wages, contributions, and employees' particulars. The ESIC conducts inspections to ensure compliance with the ESIS provisions. Non-compliance, such as delayed or non-payment of contributions, can result in penalties, including fines and imprisonment. The ESIC has established a grievance redressal system where employees can register complaints related to their benefits and services. ESIC provides various online services, including claim status tracking, registration, and contribution details, to facilitate easy access and resolution of issues. The Employees State Insurance Corporation, under the Code on Social Security 2020, plays a crucial role in providing social security benefits to employees in the organized sector. By administering the Employees State Insurance Scheme, the ESIC ensures comprehensive medical care and cash benefits for sickness, maternity, disability, and dependent needs. The contributions from employers, employees, and the government fund these benefits, which are delivered through a vast network of hospitals and dispensaries. The SIC's robust administrative and compliance mechanisms ensure that the benefits reach the intended beneficiaries efficiently, making it a cornerstone of India's social security system. Gratuity is a crucial component of the social security benefits provided to employees in India. aimed at ensuring financial security after retirement or in the event of resignation or death. It is governed by the Payment of Gratuity Act, 1972, which has been incorporated into the broader framework of the Code on Social Security, 2020. Purpose and objectives. The primary purpose of gratuity is to 1. Provide financial security. Offer a lump sum payment to employees after retirement or in case of death. 2. Recognize service. Acknowledge and reward long-term service and loyalty of employees to their employers. 3. Support dependents. Provide financial support to the dependents of deceased employees. Key provisions. 5.1 Coverage. Applicable establishments. The gratuity provisions apply to all establishments employing 10 or more employees. Eligible employees. All employees, irrespective of their wage or salary, who have completed at least 5 years of continuous service with the employer are eligible for gratuity. 5.2. Calculation of gratuity. Formula for calculation. Gratuity is calculated based on the formula, gratuity. Last drawn salary x 15 to 2026, number of years of service, text, gratuity, ekanti, text. Last drawn salary, times 1526, times text, number of years of service. Gratuity, last drawn salary x 15 to 26, number of years of service, where the last drawn salary includes basic pay and dearness allowance. Maximum limit. The government periodically reviews the maximum limit of gratuity, which currently stands at Rs 20 lakh. 5.3 Payment and entitlement. Payment. Gratuity is payable to an employee upon resignation, voluntary resignation after completion of 5 years of continuous service. Misconduct. Willful omission or negligence causing damage or loss to the employer's property. Riotous or disorderly conduct. Acts of violence or other serious misconduct. 5.6 Administration and compliance. Employer responsibility. Employers are responsible for calculating and paying gratuity to eligible employees. Gratuity fund. Some employers may maintain a gratuity fund or take an insurance policy to manage their gratuity liabilities. Record maintenance. Employers must maintain records of gratuity payments and related details. 5.7 Dispute resolution. Contesting claims. If there is a dispute regarding the payment or amount of gratuity, employees can approach the controlling authority under the Payment of Gratuity Act. Adjudication. The controlling authority has the power to adjudicate disputes and direct the employer to make the necessary payment. Appeals. Aggrieved parties can appeal the decision of the controlling authority to the appellate authority. 5.8 Penalties for non-compliance. Penalties. Non-compliance with gratuity provisions can attract penalties, including fines and imprisonment. Legal action. Employees can take legal action against employers for non-payment or delayed payment of gratuity. Summary. Gratuity, as governed by the Payment of Gratuity Act, 1972 and integrated into the Code on Social Security, 2020, is a significant social security benefit designed to provide financial stability to employees after their tenure of service. It acknowledges the long-term service of employees and offers a lump sum payment upon retirement, resignation, or death. The structured mechanism for calculating, paying, and managing gratuity ensures that employees receive their rightful benefits in a timely manner. Employers are mandated to comply with the provisions, and strict penalties are in place for non-compliance, ensuring the protection of employees' rights and financial well-being. Maternity benefits are a crucial aspect of Social Security that ensure the health and well-being of working women and their newborns. The Maternity Benefit Act, 1961, now integrated into the Code on Social Security, 2020, provides comprehensive provisions for maternity leave and other benefits to women employees. Purpose and objectives. The primary objectives of maternity benefits are to 1. Protect health. Safeguard the health of pregnant women and their newborns. 2. Ensure job security. Provide job security and prevent discrimination against women employees due to pregnancy and childbirth. 3. Support working mothers. Facilitate a balanced work-life environment for working mothers. Key provisions. 6.1 Coverage. Applicable establishments. The maternity benefit provisions apply to all establishments employing 10 or more employees. Eligible employees. All women employees who have worked for at least 80 days in the 12 months preceding the date of expected delivery are eligible for maternity benefits. 6.2. Maternity leave and benefits. Maternity leave. Eligible women employees are entitled to maternity leave as follows. O. Standard leave, 26 weeks of paid leave for the first 2 children. O. Subsequent children, 12 weeks of paid leave for the 3rd child and subsequent children. Adoption and surrogacy. Women adopting a child below 3 months of age or commissioning mothers, in case of surrogacy, are entitled to 12 weeks of maternity leave from the date the child is handed over. 6.3 Additional leave and benefits. Medical bonus. In addition to maternity leave, women employees are entitled to a medical bonus if no prenatal and postnatal care is provided by the employer. Miscarriage. In the event of a miscarriage, women employees are entitled to 6 weeks of paid leave. Illness arising out of pregnancy. Women can avail additional paid leave up to 1 month for illness arising out of pregnancy, delivery, premature birth, miscarriage, medical termination of pregnancy, or tubectomy operation. 6.4 Prohibition of employment. Prohibition. Employers are prohibited from employing women during the 6 weeks immediately following the day of delivery or miscarriage. Notice of leave. Women employees are required to give notice in writing to the employer regarding their maternity leave and expected date of return. 6.5 Nursing breaks. Nursing breaks. Women employees are entitled to nursing breaks in addition to regular breaks for nursing the child until the child attains the age of 15 months. 6.6 Creche facility. Creche facility. Establishments with 50 or more employees must provide creche facilities within a prescribed distance, and women employees are allowed 4 visits to the creche daily, which includes the interval for rest allowed to them. 6.7 Dismissal and discrimination. Protection against dismissal. It is illegal for an employer to dismiss or discharge a woman employee on account of her pregnancy. Non-discrimination. Employers cannot discriminate against women in terms of employment or promotion on account of their maternity. 6.8 Administration and compliance. Employer responsibility. Employers are responsible for paying maternity benefits and ensuring compliance with the provisions of the Act. Record maintenance. Employers must maintain records of maternity benefits provided, leave taken, and related details. 6.9 Dispute resolution. Dispute resolution. In case of disputes regarding maternity benefits, women employees can approach the inspector under the Maternity Benefit Act. Adjudication. The inspector has the authority to resolve disputes and ensure that women employees receive their rightful benefits. 6.10 Penalties for non-compliance. Penalties. Non-compliance with the provisions of maternity benefits can result in penalties, including fines and imprisonment. Legal action. Women employees have the right to take legal action against employers for non-payment or denial of maternity benefits. Summary. The maternity benefits under the Code on Social Security, 2020, provide a robust framework to ensure the health, well-being, and job security of working women during and after pregnancy. The provisions include extended maternity leave, medical bonuses, additional leave for miscarriage and illness, nursing breaks, and creche facilities, thereby supporting working mothers in balancing their professional and personal lives. Employers are mandated to comply with these provisions, with strict penalties for non-compliance, ensuring that women employees receive the necessary support and protection during their maternity period.